Start on your back. Tilt your pelvis back so there's no space between your low back and the mat. Inhale, hug the knees into the chest, and slowly begin to rock side to side. Chin is tilted in toward the chest for a long neck. Moving with your breath. And we'll just do a couple more here before coming into the center. Come to center, extend the left leg, and hug the right knee in close to the chest. Flare the toes of both legs. And then bring the knee in towards the armpit, opening up the hip joint. Breathe deeply into any areas of tension and switch for the other side. Remembering to flare the toes, which engages the muscles. Bring the left knee in towards the armpit and exhale, release. Inhale, lift up both legs using your abdominals. Bend both knees and then cross the right leg over the left so the right ankle sits on top of the left thigh. Flare the toes. Gently invite the knee to go away from the body. Inhale, interlace the fingers behind the left thigh. Relax the shoulders. And on your next inhale, gently pull the left thigh towards you. Breathing into the tight muscles, letting go of any stress. Remembering to keep that right knee moving away from you. One more inhale to acknowledge the posture. Exhale, extend the right leg. And you're just going to bicycle it out before moving over to the other side. So legs up overhead, flare the toes. Inhale, bend the knees. Exhale, cross the left leg over the right so the left ankle is on top of the right thigh. Push the left knee gently away from you. Inhale, interlace the fingers behind the right thigh. Long neck, relax the shoulders. And on the next inhale, bring your legs towards your chest. Gently moving through any areas of tension. Try to scan your body and see if you're holding the tension somewhere else, maybe in your face, maybe in your breath. Try to relax the whole body and fill the lungs up as much as you can with each breath. Remembering to keep the muscles engaged and keep the left knee moving away from you. Acknowledge the pose. Exhale, release. Inhale, bring the legs up overhead. Cross the right leg over the left as if you're sitting at a chair, cross-legged. Inhale, bring the heels in towards the sits bones. Exhale, bring the feet out towards the sides. Inhale, sit up, grab the big toes with your first two fingers and bring the knees in towards the chest. Stay there, or if it feels good for you, you can begin to rock side to side. Relax the shoulders, and you can use the elbow to help you on each side get back up. Tilt the chin down so you have a long neck against the mat. Inhale back to center. Exhale, release. Cross the left leg over the right as if you're sitting cross-legged in a chair. Inhale the heels down towards the sits bone. Exhale, have the feet come out to either side. Inhale, grab hold of the big toes, and you can stay there or rock side to side. You might find that one side is tighter than the other. Just make a mental note of it and let it go. On the next inhale, come to center. Exhale, release. Feet come to the mat. And then push the feet together, slowly, gently opening up the legs. If the stretch feels too intense, you can put a rolled towel underneath each leg. Close your eyes, breathe deeply, finding total relaxation in Supta Baddha Konasana. Inhale gently, bring the knees together. Inhale, roll up to seated position. Exhale, round the spine, come back. Inhale, sit up. Warming up the spine here. Move with your breath. From here, we're going to come into Baddha Konasana. So the feet come together. Tilt the pelvis forward for a nice long spine. Sit tall. With each inhale, grow longer. And with each exhale, come forward. It doesn't matter how far you get. Just honor where you are in your practice. And always stay within a pain-free range. As you come forward, the elbows should come out to the side. Peel your feet open like a book as you come forward. Instead of thinking about how low you can get, think about tilting the pelvis forward to maintain the integrity of the posture. Inhale, acknowledge where you are. Exhale, release. Gently bring the knees together and come to a comfortable seated position. Bring the left knee out in front of you. Cross the right leg over top, intending to stack the knees. Don't worry if they don't sit exactly on top of one another. Just stay where you are and make sure that you are not in pain. Inhale, the arms come up overhead. Exhale, bend the right arm behind you. Bend the left arm behind you. Intending for the fingers to touch or the hands to grab hold of one another. Breathing deeply, elongating the spine. Breathing into the hips. Inhale, release. Arms come up overhead, fill the lungs up. Exhale, unfold the legs and move to the other side. The right knee comes out in front of you. Cross the left leg on top of it, intending to stack the knees. You may find one side is tighter than the other. Tilt the pelvis forward. Inhale, fill the lungs up, reach up overhead. Exhale, left arm comes behind you. And right arm follows suit, intending for the fingers to touch. Broad collarbones, Breathing into the long spine, into the low back, into the pelvis and the hips. Letting go of any tension with each exhale. Inhale, arms come up overhead. Exhale, release. Extend the legs in front of you. Remove the flesh from underneath your sits bones. Bring the toes back towards your face. Spread them wide. Inhale, the arms up overhead. Exhale, grab hold of the big toes with your first two fingers. Tilt the pelvis forward. Inhale, get long. Exhale, come down. Breathing into the backs of the legs, intending to elongate the hamstrings. Inhale, acknowledge where you are. Exhale, release. Bending the knees, planting the feet as close to the sits bones as you can. Shifting yourself forward. Inhale, step back with the left leg, lowering the left knee to the mat. Stretching out the hamstring, be really gentle with yourself. Inhale, the arms up overhead. One long line of energy from your fingertips all the way through the toes. Curl the left toes under. Inhale, come up to a lunge position. Rock gently back and forth just to find out what feels good for you. And find your edge by sinking the hips a little lower. Grounding down into the right foot, ball of the left foot. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, gently come to sit on the left shin. Bringing yourself back, extending the right foot in front of you, passive forward fold. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, step back, downward facing dog. Push the mat away from you for long armpits. Push into the thumbs and the first fingers to take any wrist pain away. Inhale, step forward with the left leg. Lower the right knee to the mat. Inhale, arms come up overhead. Lower the hips down only as far as feels good for you. Energize the fingers, reach high. Breathing into any areas of tension. Exhaling any stress. Lower the arms down. Lift up. Rock a little to find out what feels good for you. Inhale, arms come up overhead, grounding down into the left foot. Make sure the left knee is directly over the left ankle and not in front of it. Pushing out through the right heel, one long line of energy through the body. Exhale, lower down. And gently, slowly, come back to sit on the right shin. Extending the left leg in front of you, sliding your arms out. Relaxing the head down. Breathing in to the back and the back of the left leg. Inhale, come up. Exhale, rock forward. Inhale, step back, downward facing dog. Let go of any tension in the neck. One last deep breath. Inhale onto the toes. Bend the knees. Gently hop forward. Come up onto the fingertips. Look ahead. Exhale, chin to shins. Inhale, rise all the way up. Arms come up overhead. And into the heart to seal in your practice.